Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen, we're turning up the heat in Polk County, Florida. A man on the prowl for a 15-year-old girl gets put in cuffs and gets a little too personal with me.
I can't get it up like that.
I hope you're enjoying this full free episode of Takedown, but there's something else you need to know. Only a small portion of our episodes are on YouTube. There are more than 100 episodes on our streaming service, ad-free and uncensored at watchtrueblu.com. Use the code YouTube24 to watch them all for $2.50 or YouTube Year for $20 off an annual subscription. Also, and this is important, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you soon on TruBlu. Cyber Guardian 2 is the latest effort by the Polk County, Florida Sheriff's Office to combat child predators. On this evening, an undercover detective receives a direct message on a social media platform. The message was in response to a photo of what looked to be a 15-year-old girl in a jacuzzi, but in reality it was a decoy. And the man sending the message, 27-year-old Alex, is about to find himself in hot water.
Sounds like fun. Bored as hell in bed. Wish I had a jacuzzi.
Huh. What you doing? Age, sex, location?
Alex sends a facepalm emoji.
Oh, okay. I'm only 15 though, just so you know.
Is that you in the pic?
You don't care about my age though?
Nope, not at all. Can I text you? Wanting to come to you.
What you want to do?
What you down for? You still in the jacuzzi?
He then takes the conversation off social media and directly to text messages. A common predator ploy.
Hey, it's Alex from Whisper.
Hey.
Hey, so what you want to do?
I don't know. I guess it depends, like, what time?
We could do anything. It's up to you.
He even requests more photos of the 15-year-old.
Also, how do you look?
You saw my pic. What do you look like?
Okay, cool. And sending you one. How old are you again?
The decoy reminds him her age.
15, and you?
But he doesn't seem fazed.
OMG, I'm 27.
Do you care that I'm younger?
It's okay.
In fact, he dips his toe even deeper into illegal waters.
You like your grabbed?
I don't like no titty twister.
LOL. Ever had your ate? What's the most freakier thing you done?
No, is that really a thing?
LOL up. What's the most sexual thing you did?
I don't know, like what makes something more sexual?
Got out or sucked the
Alex then asks for her address, and he's on his way. But there will be no hot tubbing tonight with a 15-year-old girl because the Polk County Task Force and I are ready for the takedown. Deputies have Alex surrounded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He quickly complies and is placed in cuffs. Detectives search the car for his cell phone, and Alex knows he's in deep trouble. While he didn't get a hot tub date with a 15-year-old girl, he will get a date with me.
Hey Alex, how you doing? Good. Tell me how you got here tonight. What happened?
Well, I was just chatting with somebody for Whisper,
Chat with somebody?
Yes, sir. And from there, things proceeded after Whisper,
Right.
Asked for originally she asked for my Kick, which is like, a social media app where
Right.
people can
So you went
text and
from
talk.
Whisper to Kick to texting on your
on my cell phone.
cell phone, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you think it was appropriate to have this kind of a conversation with a girl who said she was 15?
No, sir.
But you did.
Yes, sir, I did.
You talked about oral sex.
Yes, sir.
You talked about her maybe being a freak.
Yes, sir.
You know that's wrong, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Alex is one of the more honest alleged predators I've interviewed, but that won't change his fate.
How old are you, Alex?
27.
27. And have you ever hooked up with a 15-year-old girl or
No, sir. Never have.
a young teen before?
No, sir.
Why tonight, Alex?
Originally, I did. At first, I was like, I wasn't comfortable at first, when she did tell me how old she was originally. And because on Whisper, I thought I saw her age, like 18, 20. That's what I thought I saw. But it did show in the text that she did say 15, but I didn't see that on Whisper myself scrolling through the text. But after we came back and we were talking on, the messages, I reeled myself back in, and it was heat of the moment type thing. I got myself right back in there after I said I wasn't comfortable with it and pulled myself right back in.
But you drove all the way over to meet
I
her.
did. Yes, sir.
And you had 30 or 40 minutes in the car to say, this isn't a good idea. I shouldn't have talked to a girl who said she was 15 about performing oral sex on her, about her performing oral sex on me, and then driving all the way over.
Yes, sir.
To meet her where you thought she was home alone. Help me to understand that.
Yes, sir.
You see how this looks, Alex.
Yes.
It looks like you wanted to try to hook up to have sex with a 15-year-old girl. Right? You see where I'm coming from. And you know that's illegal, right?
Yes, sir.
Wrong on many different levels. Why'd you do it, Alex?
I don't know why.
What would have happened, Alex, if a 15-year-old girl had been there and not the sheriff's office or me?
Would have been nervous,
Nervous,
anxious.
But
Initially, I would have been very scared.
But after all that sex talk,
Yeah.
and if she was willing, what would have happened?
When I was talking to the detectives that were just in here, I told them I would have been so anxious and nervous. I really, truly, even if she said she didn't want to do it, I would have been very, very I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know. I couldn't, and I'm not trying to put all my business out here, but I just wouldn't be able to do it.
But why even show up then? It doesn't make sense.
Because, originally when we were talking, she was talking about kissing.
But even that with a 15-year-old girl is wrong, Alex. Right? Have you done this before?
No, sir, I've never done this before.
But you see why that's hard to believe. I hear that all the time. I've never done it before. This is my first time.
I've truly never done it before.
Yeah, but that's what everybody says to me, Alex.
I know.
Alex, there's something you need to know.
Yes, sir.
I'm Chris Hansen,
Yes, sir, I know.
and I do stories about predators.
I watched.
You've seen the stories
Yes, sir.
before. You've seen the shows.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever think you'd be on one?
Never.
What do you think of those guys?
They're wrong.
And now you're one of them. Doesn't that make you wrong?
Yes, sir.
What should happen to you?
I really don't want anything to happen. I don't.
Isn't that a little late, though?
It is.
You see how all this looks, right?
I know how it looks. I know.
It's a big problem out there. Kids getting preyed upon by adults on these social media platforms. Huge problem. And tonight, Alex, you're a part of that problem. There's no other way to look at this. So people ask me all the time, who are these guys who get caught up in these investigations of yours? And I try to explain it, but maybe you can help me explain it. Who are you?
He then tells me his life story.
Used to be in pest control. Wanted to go back to school. Didn't know exactly what it was that I truly wanted to do. I wanted to go back to be, in hemo, dealing with blood, dialysis patients. I left my job, I want to say almost a month ago.
Why did you leave your job?
I was in pest control and I didn't feel happy with that job.
Right.
always had ADHD. And so with ADHD, I'm one of those people where if it's not directly in my face, you know, when it comes to dealing with issues or dealing with, say, said job that I used to have with my pest control company, I know I was never going to leave it. I was going to put in, you know, say I was going to put in my 2 weeks, never put in my 2 weeks. And then almost a year go by now, and then, you know, we were going to be in 2023. And then, you know, by that time, I'm still working the same job, working long hours for really no good pay, you know, driving all these.
But it's no excuse to have sex with a 15-year-old girl.
I understand all that, Alex, but what does that have to do with you being caught up in a sting operation trying to have sex with a 15-year-old girl?
I've been, like, not lost but sad in this actual time coming around. You know, I've even though I did leave my job, like I said, you know, it's been tough to find a new job.
Right.
And then with me being home all the time, you know, I would be on social media, you know, be on Instagram, TikTok, like, you know, laughing and, you know, giggling around, applying for more jobs, talking to friends on Snapchat, you know, just doing the average things.
Right, but again, we're talking about, and I get all that.
Yes, sir.
And I empathize with that part of this.
Yes, sir.
But that doesn't justify getting online, chatting with somebody you think is 15, a girl, and driving 40 minutes to go meet her for sex. Or meet her after a sexually charged conversation.
Yes, sir.
Either one is bad, either one is illegal.
Yes, sir.
Why did you think that was okay? You don't know.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I even, what led me to the situation.
Do you know what I think? Do you want to know what I think?
Yes, sir.
I think you wanted to have sex with a young girl. I mean, what other conclusion am I to draw from this? Right?
Yes.
Am I wrong here?
I didn't, truthfully, there was talk of other sexual things. That's true. I'm not going to lie about that. And, you know, at first there was talk of kissing. You know?
But there was also talk of her, you know what.
Know, but as I was saying, that.
And her performing certain acts on you.
No, there was no talk of her performing certain acts on me. That's not true.
You said you're a freak.
Yes, but I said myself, I said, have you ever? And she said, yes, I have. I've done this. I said, okay.
But you know where you were going with that.
No, that's not true.
Oh, come on, Alex. You
Truth.
don't ask a girl if you've ever had oral sex with a guy without meaning that it's going to next be you.
I just said that I literally, I'm being truthful. I'm not, I know you have some opinion on me. That's true. But I'm being truthful.
Next, he explains his issues with sexual anxiety, something I really don't need to know about.
I struggle. As a man, if you know what I'm talking about, I get nervous when, like, actually having sexual intercourse. Entering a woman, I get nervous.
Okay, but that doesn't justify you being there after this conversation.
I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to tell you that I wasn't trying to penetrate her. I was not trying to, you know, there was no penetration that was going to happen.
What about oral sex?
Her, no. Well, I mean, besides the one thing I said, that
you performing oral sex on her.
Yeah, but
well, where's that going to lead?
But I'm trying to tell you.
It's also illegal, though.
But I'm trying to tell you. I'm just talking in general.
All right.
I can't get it up like that. Basically, for me, because of
anxiety,
not even just anxiety, nervousness, and it's something that's been kind of plaguing me for a little while now. You know, I tried to find doctors to talk to about it and things like that, and really, at times I forget about it, and then when the time comes up and I'm talking to someone, and it's like, oh yeah, you want to drive or da, you know, do this, do that. And I can't get it up. I had times where I've been so embarrassed, I just left. I didn't even talk to them. I left it at that. You know, they say it was okay, but me, myself, I was embarrassed. So it in that instance, yes, that about the other part, yes. That's true. That's true.
That's not a defense, though, legally.
Right,
you understand that. I get what you're coming from. I understand it,
Yes, sir.
but it's not a defense here. Is there anything else you want people to know about your situation tonight, Alex?
Honestly, I'm not a bad person. I just made the bad decision.
Okay.
And I just made the bad decision.
Okay.
And I didn't think it's... That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I'll let you get back with these guys then. Thank you for talking to us. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to tell the folks?
No, sir, that's it. That's about it, yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much. Thanks, Alex.
Alex was charged with 3 felonies: traveling to meet a child after using a computer, attempted lewd battery, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. He's pleaded not guilty and has a pretrial hearing scheduled for February 28th.
You know, these investigations are filled with sad stories, but I still come back with the same conclusion that had a 15-year-old girl been there and the Polk County Sheriff's Department not been there, had my crew and I not been there would have been a sexual assault.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd has studied the psychology of child predators and the games they play.
27-year-old Nicholas from right here in Polk County came to meet a 15-year-old girl for sex, and he said online he didn't care that this girl was underage when specifically pressed by the decoy. Does it matter to you that I'm underage?
He not only didn't care, that's what he was looking for. He was looking for a child. And they will talk about, I'm going to teach you how to have sex. I'm going to teach you how to be physically mature. They have all these horrible fantasies, all these vile fantasies about what they want to do and what they're going to do to children, and they'll send pictures of their body parts to 12, 13-year-old children. They'll send pictures and ask for pictures, and they will actually fantasize, once again, back to this rush online as they stalk their victims. And that's what they're doing. They're animalistically stalking these children.
But it's almost like the decoy sends out a warning. Are you sure? Remember, I'm underage. Like, you may not want to do this, yet they do it anyway.
That gives them a rush. That gives them a larger rush that, yes, I'm onto the prey. It is the most bizarre, frightening thing you've ever seen. It's not just a game with these folks. It's not just a game with these folks. It is a thrill and a chase for the prey of the children.
New episodes of Takedown air every Thursday. In the meantime, check out the full library of true crime shows and documentaries at WatchTruBlu.com, your premier destination for true crime.